Alright, space travelers, straight to business. The Voyagers update is here. The biggest expansion No Man's Sky has ever seen, and I've jumped right in. Today, I'll give you a veteran's breakdown on what this update brings. Over 1,000 hours in the game means I've seen it all, and I've got tips, tricks and first impressions on how Voyagers might change the way you explore the universe. But that's not all, because I'll also be unveiling my brand new S-Class Corvette inspired directly by the trailer. Meet the Dark Phantom, a little battle Corvette built for hunting pirates and sentinels across the galaxy, while also letting you step outside for breathtaking spacewalks above alien worlds and yes, even skydive through alien skies for those one-in-a-lifetime moments. I value time, so let's dive straight into Voyagers. Let's start with evaluating the scale of this update. While Sean Murray, the lead developer of No Man's Sky, announced in the Deep Dive expansion trailer that this is the largest expansion ever released for the game, don't overestimate its scale. It doesn't reshape the universe in the way the Worlds update did, but instead focuses deeply on new mechanics, most notably custom Corvette customization. This is the first ship in the game with the unique ability to travel across the universe with 4 players aboard, while also allowing you to skydive anywhere. Naturally, a number of related mechanics have been reworked to integrate this massive addition. Space stations and the Space Anomaly now feature dedicated landing pads for large Corvette-class ships. There is also a Corvette Workshop with a storage cache, new teleporters for quicker access to landing pads, expanded freighter landing areas for Corvettes, and an updated teleportation system that now lets you access Corvettes. Previously underwhelming salvageable scrap has also been completely reimagined. It now allows you to collect Corvette modules, giving players even more reasons to explore the beautiful worlds of No Man's Sky. And most importantly, everything in this expansion, as always, is completely free for all players on all platforms. Once you own the game, you get access to everything. No expansion fees, no microtransactions, no seasonal passes, just pure value. I will keep saying this in my videos. Hello Games has one of the most generous attitudes towards its community in the entire gaming industry, and they deserve all the praise and respect for it. And now let's dive into the major features of this incredible update. The brand new Corvette-class Starship is now available for custom construction. Corvettes are large, fully modular ships with detailed, furnished interiors capable of accommodating multiple passengers. A vast catalog of structural and decorative modules is available for Corvette assembly. Habitation modules, hulls, wings, engines, windows, weapons, reactors, shield generators, connectors, and countless decorative parts. Corvette modules can be unearthed from salvaged containers buried on planets, as well as discovered in derelict freighters. They can also drop from defeated pirates, freighter cargo paths, crashed freighter crates, frigate expeditions, or as rewards for completing missions. I really appreciate how the devs have integrated Corvette module drops into the existing systems, making those activities much more valuable. The fastest ways to farm modules, however, is by grinding salvageable scrap on planets. This method is surprisingly efficient, as you will get several modules from a single site. In just a few hours, I collected hundreds of parts. My first conclusion is that drop rates vary. Some modules are much rarer than others, but the good news is that the devs added an exchange system at the Corvette Workshop, similar to how ancient bones can be traded. This is a huge quality of life feature, since it means you don't have to spend days hunting for a specific part. The exchange rate is generally fair, often requires your offer to exceed 80%. The best part is that basic Corvette modules, which can be purchased with units at the Corvette Workshop terminal, don't drop from salvageable scrap. That means you will only get unique parts from exploring. However, there is one bug to watch out for. When trading modules, sometimes offering a single module to exchange will cause the system to consume the entire stock instead of just one. This happened to me frequently while exchanging parts to build the Dark Phantom, so keep an eye out. Normally the game trades one unique module you want against 2 or 3 of your others, but if it instantly shows a 99% deal after adding just one module, that's a red flag. The whole stack might be consumed. Corvette modules are stored individually in your inventory and consumed directly during assembly. For convenience, I recommend keeping them in your Starship's inventory since they are automatically accessible during construction. This saves you the trouble of constantly moving them to your exosuit. Corvettes are upgradable much like any other regular Starship in the game. You can upgrade them at a Starship outfitting terminal using nanites for class upgrades and either units or storage augmentation for extra slots. Unlocking all tech and cargo slots will cost over 10 billion units, so be ready for some serious spending. Here is a crucial tip. At the moment, you cannot salvage Corvettes for parts or money as you can with regular Starships. If you assemble a poor-looking Corvette from basic parts and don't want to spend time modifying it, the only option is to exchange it with an NPC's regular Starship. Doing so will remove a Corvette from your collection entirely. What makes Corvette upgrades different from regular Starships is that many Corvette modules are linked to technology upgrades. These modules automatically improve stats alongside visual appearance. While this sounds like a powerful feature, allowing players to build bizarre but stat-boosting ships stitched together from special parts, there is a catch. These modules take up tech slots in the Corvette's technology section. Just like with regular Starships, that section is capped at 60 slots, and you cannot remove the modules once installed. This means every added bonus module takes up a space that could otherwise hold a normal upgrade. You can still equip powerful weapons like the Infraknife, boost maneuverability with Photonics core, use hidden mechanics tied to decorative figurines and engine trails for colored exhaust, or even install aquajets for water landings. But you must carefully balance design, functionality and performance when building your Corvette. It's not clear yet if this slot limitation is intentional or a bug. If intentional, it makes Corvette construction more challenging but also more creative, which I personally find exciting. It prevents Corvettes from immediately outclassing personal Starships. Properly upgraded Starships will still outperform stylish Corvettes, so don't expect your new toy to become an unstoppable powerhouse. The only real issue I've noticed so far with Corvette upgrades is that some basic tech, like hyperdrives or launch thrusters, cannot be relocated to our slots to maximize adjacency bonuses. This feels like a bug and hopefully it will be patched soon. Corvette Workshop terminals can be found aboard space stations. These terminals provide the interface where collected Corvette modules are assembled into a pilotable, habitable Starship. The workshop also offers basic modules for purchase and a barter system for trading advanced ones. The workshop can store the draft Corvette, allowing you to save work-in-progress builds and return to them later. This is an extremely useful feature that lets you keep modifying your ship as you discover new modules. You can even edit a fully built Corvette, replacing parts, changing colors, or updating details at any time. That means you don't have to scrap your ship just because a new color scheme or hull part is released. A nearby cache should collect any overflow of refunded Corvette modules if there are too many to store in the player's inventory. Now for the downside. While the workshop system isn't overly complicated, it does require players to have some advanced building skills. Properly snapping Corvette modules into place at the right angle takes practice, and creating standout designs will require real creativity. Over time, the community will get used to it, and content creators will showcase amazing Corvette builds. But at launch, talented base builders are likely to get the most out of this system, while new players may find it tricky at first. Don't expect an easy ride here. It takes time and patience to master Corvette construction. Customization doesn't end with the exterior. Inside, Corvettes support a wide variety of furnishings and base decorations. Internal modules can be built freely, though they require resources. Just like in freighters, you can install storage containers, refiners, cooking stations, plants, and more. A great addition is the ability to build a weapon rack inside your Corvette, giving you access to stored multi-tools directly from your ship. This feature now also works on freighters, which I believe was not possible before Voyagers. Habitation modules form the main living areas of Corvette interiors. They come in 3 distinct classes: Titan, Thunderbird and Ambassador, each with its own sci-fi aesthetic. Furnishings reflect the chosen style, and multiple hubs placed adjacently will link together with doorways. Several interior modules have functional uses such as the living wall, nutrition unit, refiner unit and mission radar. You can also construct multi-story Corvettes by installing internal stairways. Overall, the interior customization system is impressively detailed, with a huge variety of modules offering both style and function. It's one of the most sophisticated and visually striking construction systems Halo Games has ever added. The Corvette comes with an especially powerful pulse drive, significantly faster than that of single-pilot ships. This is a true game-changer, letting you travel through hyperspace far quicker than with a regular Starship. Corvettes also support autopilot functions, allowing them to automatically navigate to space stations, discovered planets or mission destinations. You can even set the ship to follow its current flight path while you wander around inside, cooking, refining or simply gazing out at the stars. And remember, Corvettes are the first true multiplayer ships in No Man's Sky, capable of carrying up to 4 players across the universe together. Each Corvette features accessways with specialized teleporters. These allow the ship to hover above difficult terrain while passengers beam themselves to and from the surface with ease. Landing a Corvette is a sight to behold. The visual effects of its massive engines are stunning, and your construction choices, like adding additional thrusters, can make each landing even more spectacular. Corvette-based mission boards allow you and your crew to take on multiplayer missions together, earning Quicksilver and hour rewards. These Quicksilver missions have been expanded with new objectives, bringing much more variety to the game. And of course, one of the most exciting features, skydiving, has never been better. You can park your Corvette high in a planet's atmosphere, open the hatch and leap down past mountains, trees and alien landscapes in an unforgettable descent. Spacewalking is now a fully supported mode of exploration. You can leave your Corvette or freighter, step into the void and use your jetpack to float freely among the stars. Unlike before, spacewalking has been reworked to feel smooth and immersive, similar to swimming, and without the extreme hazard effects it once had. A lightweight tutorial for building your first Corvette now activates when you collect your first Corvette module or interact with the workshop. But don't expect too much hand-holding. It's classic No Man's Sky. Their experimenting, trial and error and creativity are part of the process. The update also introduces the new 5-piece Skyborne exosuit and jetpack set. These can be equipped instantly at any appearance modifier, whether on a space station or aboard your freighter. The design is highly detailed with a NASA-inspired look. Visual improvements have also been made to translucent surfaces like glass windows thanks to new transparency rendering technology. Personally, I didn't notice the change too much in everyday gameplay, but with the new Corvette observation decks, the difference might stand out more clearly. Expedition 19 Corvette will launch shortly and run for around 6 weeks. Rewards include the Vigilant Jetpack Trail, the Plasma Starship Trail, an exclusive Deadeye Cannon module for Corvettes, and even the unique Mecha Mouse Robotic Companion. Don't miss out on these rewards, and if you want to prepare properly, check out my Ultimate Progression Guide 2025. And now the fun part. In this section I will share the world's first exclusive blueprint for the Corvette I call the Dark Phantom, a near-perfect replica of the ship shown in the Voyagers trailer at 105. Why this one specifically? Because unlike the other massive Corvettes showcased, this one looks sleek, agile and menacing. And to top it off, it's built in my favorite No Man's Sky color scheme, jet black with glowing neon blue tag accents. Absolutely stunning. It took me a couple of hours to figure out exactly which modules the devs used to build the one in the trailer, but once I cracked it, I was able to reconstruct a second Dark Phantom in just a few minutes. Practice really does make perfect. Before you start construction, here is an important tip. Create a restore point. Right now, the system is still buggy. If you place a module and then cancel, it disappears from your inventory for good. Super annoying. The safest method is to move misplaced parts instead of deleting them. And if you drop a wrong module and don't want to lose it, your only option is to reload from the restore point. Hopefully, Hello Games patches this soon, but for now, play it safe. To build the Dark Phantom, you will need the following modules. Core modules, 2 pieces of landing gear, mag-filled landing thrusters, Titan-class cockpit, hub, walkway and landing bay. Pyro drive booster, phase beam array, 2 photon cannon arrays, Medusa-class reactor, Azimuth-class reactor. Structural decoration, 8 Speedbird cowlings, 8 turbine airfoils and 2 ducting joints. Exterior decoration, 2 radiator vents. Now let's put it all together. Start with 2 landing gear modules to set the foundation. On top of the first, place the Titan-class hub. Extend it with the Titan-class walkway. Add the Titan-class landing bay. And finish the hull with the Titan-class cockpit at the front. Next, place 2 ducting joints along the top of the hull near the rear. Install the Azimuth-class reactor closer to the front near the cockpit. Then stack the Medusa-class reactor on the second ducting joint. Behind it, mount the pyro drive booster. Attach the mag-filled landing thrusters underneath the hull. Now for the wings. Build 2 sets of Speedbird cowlings on either side, carefully rotating and flipping as needed. For the main wings, attach 2 pairs of turbine airfoils at the rear. And another 2 pairs up front. Take your time to align them correctly so everything's stitched neatly. Time to arm this beast. Place the phase beam array on top and mount the 2 photon cannon arrays beneath the front turbine airfoils. The placement can be a bit tricky, so rotate the camera until they lock into the correct slots. Keep in mind, these weapons are mostly for aesthetics. You will still equip whatever actual loadout you want later, including the powerful infra knife, if that's your style. Finish with 2 radiant vents on the rear turbine airfoils for that aggressive mechanical edge. Now the most important step, recoloring. Select any part, press G, choose metallic finish and select the white and black pattern. Then simply press G again on each part to apply it across the ship. Make sure you recolor every module, including weapons. If you miss one, don't worry, you can always re-enter edit mode later and adjust under better lighting. And that's it! Our Titan class Corvette is complete. Finalize the design and claim your Dark Phantom. Just make sure you have space in your Starship fleet before hitting confirm. The rear section is identical to the trailer version, but the front differs slightly. I chose double wings for a more realistic look, as it feels more aerodynamic for a ship of this size. But if you prefer the sleeker single wing design from the poster art, you can adjust it easily. I haven't included interiors in this blueprint, those are up to you. Furnishing and decoration depend on your style, and the system is flexible enough to let you make it own. Once your ship is claimed, it's time to upgrade. Head to a Starship outfitting terminal and upgrade it to S-Class for 85,000 nanites. Expanding all tech and cargo slots will set you back more than 10 billion units. That's how expensive Starship upgrades have become in 2025 after the latest balance tweaks. Don't worry though, on my channel I've got a detailed beginner-friendly stasis device farm guide that will set you up with billions daily, so you will never worry about units again. Finally, install your tech upgrades. Remember that adjacency bonuses matter, so plan carefully. With upgrades like the Infra Knife, Photonics Core, maneuverability boosting figurines, and even aquajets for water landings, you can fine-tune performance while keeping the ship stylish and battle-ready. And that's why I love this design. Unlike the massive floating fortresses you see all over YouTube, the Dark Phantom is sleek, minimalistic, and powerful, built for both looks and performance. No windows, clean interior, plenty of tech slots. It's a true battleship that feels alive in the stars. And now it's time to put the Dark Phantom to the test. Take it on a maiden flight, unleash its firepower on ruthless pirates, then open the ramp and skydive over your dream planet, or even drift through space itself. Voyagers gives you the freedom to do it all. Push this ship to the limit, because now it's truly yours. Of course, Voyagers being the biggest expansion yet means there are bugs. I've pointed out several throughout this video, so you know what to expect. But here is the thing, don't be too harsh on Hello Games. They are still a small studio working on 2 games simultaneously, yet they have given us years of massive free updates with no microtransactions, no expansion fees, no battle passes, just amazing new content. That kind of dedication is rare, and it deserves patience and support from us, players. Together, we are keeping this universe alive. Like and subscribe if this video helped you. I've got plenty more No Man's Sky guides and showcases coming soon. And now it's time to put my own battle Corvette, the Dark Phantom, to the ultimate test. OODA loop out. See you in the next one, space travelers.